Introducing first, to my left from Brooklyn, Massachusetts, representing Team Black and Blue, she is not America's sweetheart, Davienne! Her opponent to my right, from Southwick, Massachusetts, Hot Scoop Skylar! Beyond Wrestling New England Mania, Women's Wrestling Revolution Showcase as Skylar takes on Davienne. I am Paul Crockett, joined alongside the man who went toe-to-toe with Davienne in New Orleans, Josh Briggs. Yeah, give us your expert opinion as someone who's been in there with the ring with her, her strengths, weaknesses, and what she needs to do here to beat Skylar tonight.
Davienne is a badass. She is an ass kicker on all levels, but especially in the ring with a woman. She is strong, tough, smart. She's the total package as far as women's wrestling goes, in my opinion. Skylar, on the other hand, I'm not too familiar with. As far as in-ring goes, I've seen her a lot. She's got a lot of spunk, a lot of charisma, and she's really fun to watch.
Fun to watch, but it is going to be a tall task, as you mentioned, for her to be able to beat Davienne here tonight. Skylar has pulled off some really incredible wins, and she usually pulls a rabbit out of her hat. That's how she gets wins mostly in Women's Revolution and beyond wrestling. So maybe she's going to have to pull another one out here tonight.
She might. I don't know. She's not wearing a hat right now. She might be in for a rough night.
Oh, literal Josh. Go behind.
Waistlock switches.
As Davienne catches it off the ropes. Nice drop toe hold there into the headlock position, and maybe this is what Skylar's going to need to do, grind Davienne down, because I'm very, very doubtful that she can get one big kill shot against Davie.
Bigger guy, I know how it is. You cut the wind off, and that really, especially here in this really hot building, it could be a wrap for Davie if she gets the wind cut off.
It could become a question of endurance. Nice sunset flip for a 2 count, and Skylar continues to grind away on that headlock. But again, the power of Davienne into play there, but you can't do anything with that as Skylar takes her down with the spinning head scissors.
Capitalize on that move before you go to the crowd.
Skylar getting a hell of a following in the New England area, going all over the place, and it's only a matter of time before she's all over the country. Just recently debuted with Ring of Honor in Lowell a couple of weeks ago in a tag team match, teaming with Deonna Purrazzo.
And fun fact, both of these women have been in Women of Honor. So I mean, the playing field's even as far as experience.
And you talked about the wind getting cut off. Skylar had it literally cut off by the rope there. And now, in addition to having to handle the heat, you're gonna have to handle the heat without being able to breathe properly.
I'm dying up here.
As Davienne now seemingly in control, looking like she's enjoying herself, picking Skylar apart. And that's the part of Davienne's personality that also comes into play. She really enjoys beating people up.
Oh, yeah, she likes, this is her thing, man. She likes just grinding you down, like wearing you out, really making you feel like you are her toy to be tossed around.
But Skylar is not one to stay down. She fires back with some chops. Went for that spinning head scissors again and ate a sidewalk slam again for a 2 count. And now Davienne making her pay for that one.
She might have just pissed Davienne off. I think she did.
And with each slam into the mat, she's saying, "How dare you, Skylar, even try to fight back against me," as that psycho rage is coming out. But unfortunately, as brutal as that can be against your opponent, that can also be a detriment to Davienne, letting that rage get the better of her.
Yeah, professional fighters always say don't let any emotions get involved in the fights, and that's always a big thing to try and micromanage during a professional wrestling bout.
Nice back suplex as Davienne continues this vicious assault against Skylar, but as she always does, Skylar continues to fight. And Davienne
woke up the beast in Davienne with those chops.
Davienne, like a cat playing with a mouse here, toying with Skylar, enjoying what she's doing, and mocking this crowd here in East Greenwich as she eats the corner, and now Skylar firing back again with those forearms, really laying them in. Irish whip reversed, and an avalanche sends Skylar down hard to the mat.
Davy's in full control right now.
And instead of following up with the pin, she continues to grind Skylar down.
That's Davy's thing, man. She just likes to embarrass you.
She loves embarrassing you, and she loves showing her prey off to this crowd, dragging Skylar around like the mouse.
Oh, she's done this to me a few times. Let's see if she's
Oh!
Yeah, that's broken.
Kicks her and sends Skylar into the post, and as if she didn't have enough problems breathing with the neck, now the gut comes into play, those lungs smashed against that post. She's a sick person.
Her trip to Japan has changed her. It was a few years ago. Changed her life.
Going to Japan can change people. It can give you a different perspective on how to grind away on an opponent, how to become a vicious, savage killer. Of course, it depends on who you learn under, but Davienne clearly learning under some killers over there. Maybe going for the big one, maybe a muscle buster, but no, Skylar fighting out of it. Maybe into a roll-up. Victory roll. No, that could have been the opportunity. And the only opportunity Skylar had to win here. Oh! German suplex, and any light at the end of the tunnel Skylar had was just cut off. Got that second leg, but no, Skylar's still alive, and that light at the end of the tunnel just opened up once again.
Skylar's a lot tougher than I gave her credit for at the beginning of this match.
She's a grinder, man. She fights and keeps fighting. And it's that opening that she continues to get that has won her a lot of matches in the past. Looked like a DDT, didn't fully get it, but got enough of it to give herself a chance to breathe, which she's having trouble doing anyway, but anything she can take here to regain her focus and her power, she needs it.
Skylar needs that crowd, man. That's what I was talking about earlier. She needs that crowd behind her.
She is a big, big proponent of gaining that power from that crowd, and she definitely has it as she drags herself back to her feet here. And look at that anger in her eyes. Ducks under. Nice back elbow and a lariat, but doesn't even drop it. And a kick straight to the face of Davienne. And Skylar is on fire. Going up top, going for something big. Double knees. And that Meteora, I thought might have been it, but it's gonna take a lot more to keep Davy down. This has been a fantastic effort by both women here as Davienne sends her to the apron. Wedgie City on Skylar.
There's a thumbnail for you, Drew.
As Josh Briggs' mind is in the gutter, Davienne maybe gonna send Skylar to the gutter with whatever she has on her mind here. Skylar fighting back, but either way, this is not gonna end well for someone. as Davy gets dropped to the floor. As Skylar saying it's her time, and maybe she's correct. Both women still in a dangerous spot as there is no mat here on the ground. This armory, about 150 to 200 years old, maybe even older than that. This ground has seen, I think, the Revolutionary War all the way through every war America has been through, and it's about to see Skylar perhaps. And Skylar pushed off. Davy goes for a forearm, misses. Sends her on the apron. Face first on the apron. And she also hit that wooden floor on the way down. So now Skylar has to rally once again. How many times is she gonna have to rally in this match? The fact that she's even up this quickly is a testament to how much drive and determination she has, but can she get her shoulder up?
Wow. She sat up, she didn't even kick out of that.
She kicked out, and Davienne is on the verge of tears because I don't think she knows what it takes to keep Skylar down. It's been a vicious one here in this Women's Wrestling Revolution showcase. Davienne and Skylar. Skylar, one of the more popular women in the promotion throughout New England. You have to think that stings for Davienne.
No, definitely. I know her goals are to be in that position that Skylar is, to re-debut. Oh.
Sunset flip powerbomb, didn't get it, but now she goes right into that crossface. Davienne, not a lot of places to go, but she does roll into the ropes using her momentum. And we roll on here as Davienne rolls out of that one. Going for a big, maybe code breaker, doesn't get it. Stuffed back to the top rope, maybe a muscle buster here. No, fisherman's buster. Trying to bridge, can't get it. And that split second of not being able to get the cover was enough for Skylar to put her foot on the rope. And Davienne, frustrated beyond belief. Skylar continuing to show that fighting spirit that she always does. Locked. Fireman's carry. Almost a modified kryptonite crunch there. Skylar rolls her over. No. As this East Greenwich crowd shows their appreciation. And again, you're right. Breathing a big problem here for Skylar tonight. And that just added fuel to the fire. Davienne, maybe a big power bomb. Skylar out of it. Goes for a big finish. Roll up. And Skylar got her. She pulled another rabbit out of the hat. Big win for Skylar.